Welcome back everyone, RacerX here, and today is a pretty exciting day. You probably noticed the car sitting directly behind me. Today is car unveiling day. I just picked this thing up last night. I'm excited to show it to you guys. It is a brand new chapter for my channel, and for those of you guys that have been following me for a really long time, 6-7 years, you know that I started my channel with my 2016 Charger Hellcat called Excessive. A very fast car, very consistent car, had a lot of luck with that. A lot of people emulated that build, 1,000+ horsepower. I also had a 2019 Scat Pack Shaker that was a lot of fun, raced that car as well. I had a Subaru WRX for a little while. I had 2 Mustang GTs, twin turbos. I had the same twin turbo kit. That's a whole nother story on that one. Of course, I had my Demon 170. There was a whole saga with trying to get that thing. And now a new chapter for the channel. We are going to unveil this here momentarily. I am super excited to bring it to you. If you guys are brand new to the channel, please do me a big gigantic favor. Don't forget to hit subscribe. You can find the button right over here. And off we go.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Now, before I unveil the car to you guys, I just wanted to let you know that I decided to do another sale on my RacerX Off We Go Edition hats.
Hell yes.
I did a sale a couple of weeks ago for 20% off, had a lot of luck with it. A lot of people ordered my hats to support the channel, and I wanted to do it again for you guys. So starting today for the next week, my Off We Go Edition hats in both black and red will be 20% off. Yes, I will sign them for you once again, and I'll give you one of my free keychains just for being a supporter of the channel. I will go ahead and pin a link in the comment section to make it easy for you guys to find. No code or anything necessary. I will go ahead and make sure everything is ready to go from today for the next week. 20% off on RacerX Edition hats. So if you like supporting the channel and you want one of my hats, now's the time to do it. Like I said, 20% off. So here's the deal. I was a little bit spontaneous last night. I went ahead and purchased this car when I saw it online. It was only 10 miles down the street, and I'm like, let me just go look at this, because this is a car I've been thinking about for the channel for a while. No, guys, I have not gotten rid of my Demon 170, so for those of you guys that love that car, don't worry, we're still going to be doing racing and all the normal stuff with the Demon 170, but I needed something else for the channel. And I actually did a poll earlier today, giving you guys 4 options as to what you thought I may have purchased for the channel. One of them was an S650 Mustang GT. You guys know I love the Mustangs. I already did a Mustang for the channel. I did a Camaro LT1. I did a 1999 Viper ACR. Which I absolutely love. And I also did a 2023 Scat Pack Super B. And the Viper got the most votes. The Camaro got the least amount of votes. And I don't know if you guys can tell from the profile of what this is, because I kind of put this on here loose on purpose, but let's see what I got. And there you go, it is a Camaro LT1. And I know some people will be a little disappointed, some people will be really happy, but guys, I had to try and do something else for the channel besides just Mopar. You guys know I've done a ton of Mopar stuff. I still love my Mopars. As I mentioned, I still have my Demon 170. This car is a supplement to that, but this is a really affordable option that I feel like I can have a ton of fun with. And there are lots of different ways I can go in terms of building this car. I actually think I'm gonna build a naturally aspirated monster, and I'm gonna do it in steps. This car is so much more relatable than a lot of the other stuff I was considering for the channel. There's an American flag on there. That's probably gonna come off. I literally just picked this up last night, guys. So I just wanted to give you a really quick look at it. You can see there's no spoiler on the car right now. It looks just like a 6-cylinder Camaro. However, it does have the LT1 aluminum 6.2 liter V8 under the hood. It actually sounds good stock. We're obviously gonna work on that a little bit. But this car is the best bang for the buck when it comes to performance on the market, in my opinion. I've said that in multiple other videos. This car is an absolute home run when you talk about a value and you talk about performance. 455 horsepower, 455 pound-feet of torque. Yes, I know they only made a few of them in 2024. They're no longer making these, but if you can find one of these little LT1s, it's basically like the Scat Pack was back when they had the SRT and the Scat Pack. So it was basically like almost like a 6-cylinder, but it had the big 6.4 liter engine in it. So it was a lot of performance for the money, but this is even better. I don't even want to tell you what I paid for this car, guys. It's only one owner, not very many miles on this car, and I got a pretty smoking deal on this, so I'm not out all that much money. And this is a car I could build up and have a lot of fun with. Plus, I've already done, as I mentioned, I've already done the Mustang, a lot of Mopar stuff. I haven't even tapped in to the Chevy guys on my channel a whole lot. So just really quick, here's a look at the interior. I did go for the 10-speed in this. I was very torn. I really wanted to do a manual for you guys because I've never done a manual on the channel. However, I'm going to be racing this car, and manuals are very inconsistent and they're much slower. This 10-speed in this car is absolutely fantastic. And you can see it looks pretty bare bones inside here. Now, we're gonna add a lot of different aftermarket stuff to this car to make it more fun, more aesthetically pleasing. But there's a lot of performance packed into this thing. And this LT1 Camaro is actually pretty darn light. It's like 3,600 pounds. It's actually slightly less than a Z51 C8. It's less than a comparably equipped Mustang, whether it's the S650 or the S550. It's also much lighter than a Scat Pack would be. I mean, this is kind of the lightest of the bunch because you're basically looking at the interior of a 6-cylinder, the exterior of a 6-cylinder, but they did stick the big V8 under the hood. And here is that V8 engine I mentioned just a moment ago, the LT1, all aluminum 8-cylinder, 6.2 liters. This is a great engine, very linear in the way it makes power. This is a low mileage car, despite it being several years old. It's a 2021, but it's only got like 26,000 miles on, 27,000, something like that. Not a lot of miles, one owner. I feel like I did pretty good when I selected this car. And I am ready to do some fun things to it. And the reason I selected this Camaro, I mean, it really does hit the sweet spot between the Mustang GT and the Scat Pack. And what I mean by that is it has a lot more low end punch than the Mustang does. The Mustang is not all that punchy down low. Well, this car actually is pretty punchy down low. However, it runs on the highway pretty well with the Mustang. It's not quite as punchy down low as the Scat Pack is, but it'll run away and hide from it on the highway because it's more aerodynamic and it's also much lighter, as mentioned before. So I feel like this is a pretty fun little build. You know, I could have gone out and spent maybe $70,000 or $80,000 on a C8, and I would still love to do that. I love Corvettes. But for what I got this car for, okay, you can actually tune this car. It takes really well to mods. I mean, there's just a lot of really cool things to this car. I realize it does have its drawbacks, right? I mean, it's got this small rear window back here, so the blind spots are there. I used to have a Camaro before. A lot of people don't know because it was before my channel. That was actually the fastest car that I have ever had, was my 2010 Camaro. So this is the second Camaro that I've owned, but I've owned a whole bunch of Corvettes, 5 of them. And I actually really do like the GM product, just like I, like the Mopar product. I still like the Mustang, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, time to try something a little bit new. All right, guys, so I'm gonna level with you a minute. I'm gonna be very transparent about why I chose to add a Camaro to my channel. And I realize there are some Mopar guys out there that are gonna get all bent out of shape. How dare you drive anything but a Mopar? Every car you own should be a Mopar. Every car you ever own should be a Mopar. Guys, I am just not built that way. I love all sorts of different cars, imports, I love exotics, I love old school cars. I really do have an appreciation for a lot of different types of cars. And when you get to a channel of my size, I'm not saying I'm the biggest channel in the world. I'm right now 230,000 subscribers, but my channel has slowed down so much. And it's not that I'm putting out terrible content or anything like that. Hopefully you guys enjoy my content. But once you've captured enough of the Mopar audience, your channel really does slow down a lot, and you have to branch out to do different things. That's why I tried doing the Mustang GT on my channel, and it did add new viewership. But I need my channel to continue to grow. As I mentioned, I want to continue to do stuff with the Demon 170. You guys will still see a lot of Mopar content on my channel, but I got to change things up a little bit, guys. My channel just isn't getting the traction that it used to. Back when I had like the Scat Pack, back when I had the Hellcat, back when I had the Mustang GT, when I had all of them, the channel did really well. I did a lot more comparison videos. It opened up my content quite a bit. Well, this is a blank slate to try something brand new. And if I really do an audit on my channel and I look very closely at how a lot of my videos have done, if I'm completely honest, 8 of my top 10 videos are about the RT trim, which is a much more affordable, much more relatable car. Well, this is a much more affordable, much more relatable car. There's a lot of Camaro guys out there. There's a lot of GM people out there. And I'd like to have them along for the ride as well. That's just me being completely honest with you guys. But I would love to have some more Chevy people on my channel. And my Camaro videos and my Corvette videos historically have done fairly well. Now, I do have a lot of different things going on in my head as to what I could do to this car. Obviously, I think a spoiler would look really good on this. These wheels, while they don't look bad, I feel like we can do some upgrading there. Those little 245 all seasons, yeah, those got to come off of there. I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff I can think about doing to this car. Now, I could go the supercharged route. I could call my buddies over at Hellion and we could do a twin turbo build. And I think that would be really cool. However, the LT1 isn't quite as boost friendly as say like a Coyote is. So I really couldn't push the boost all that high, but I'm kind of leaning towards going to a naturally aspirated car. And I know guys will do naturally aspirated, builds on these heads and cam cars with some headers and some nice bolt-ons, and they will actually be faster than a ZL1. And I think that is really my goal with this, at least in my head. I think that's where I want to go with this build. Let's keep it naturally aspirated. Let's do it in phases. Let's keep it really relatable. And if I can build an LT1 that will outrun ZL1s, I think that would be pretty darn cool. So anyway, guys, this is the first of many videos that you'll see on the Camaro LT1. I'm pretty excited about this little car. It should be a fun little car to build on. I'm not so scared to do anything to this car like I am my Demon 170, because that Demon 170 is so valuable and so expensive. This is the perfect car to mod. I mean, this truly is the best bang for the buck when it comes to performance in the world, in my opinion. And it's a good looking little car. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. What direction should I go with the build on this LT1? I would love to hear it in the comments down below, and I will catch you on the next one. So until then, RacerX.